Hi Dominic, it's Colin. Hey, thanks for the feedback. First of all, I really appreciate it. Now, let's take a look at this. I think what you've probably run into is what we would call the container. So let me open up a page here first. And there's a bit of CSS in the bootstrap.css that we apply to pretty much most of the pages. And what it does is has a maximum width for the site, which you can either change the maximum width, or you could here we go. There we go. Pull this up here and whatnot. Now let's say you have you have some more buttons or a larger logo, something like that, and it starts to take up more room. Well, what you can actually do, I'm just going to do an inspect with Firebug here, see if I can show you if it shows up here very well. Right here, there we go. You see what we did is we always have a content wrapper, right? And that is set to 100% width of the page, and inside that we have the container. And what that does is it basically keeps the readable areas of the page, like the menu bars and this content area down here, it keeps it to a maximum width of 1200 pixels. But you can change it, or you can get rid of the container, especially up in the header here. Let's say you want to expand this out so you don't have that restriction of 1200 pixels. You want to have more room. And this is what I'm thinking, or kind of assuming, but let me just see where in the page I've got that. Okay. So right here, we've got the header top, wrapper, header. So we have these three classes right here, at about line 100 to 102, and one of them is a container. See that? So if you were just to delete that right there, I'm just going to save this and then preview it again. See if I can pull that up again. Okay. Now you notice how the logo goes all the way out to the left and the menu goes all the way over to the right. And you see there's a lot more room in here? Yeah. So maybe what you just need to do is just, what I do there is just when you're in your page, just flip it over to code view, go to about line 101, find the header top region, or the header top class, I should say, and just get rid of the container. Right. Alternately, you could do this, but then you could also expand out or change the styles. We've got Bootstrap. We can go into the bootstrap.css. You can just do a Control F or current document, and we're looking for .container, like so. We do a find next, and then a find next. I just want to see what line I put it on there. What line we got it on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so starting down here, we've got on screens that are, say, 768. So this would be your tablet in portrait mode, a max width of 750. You could put 100% there. And you can scroll down a little bit and find the next container, right, 992. You can do the same thing. For these two, you can do 100%. So that on tablets in portrait and on landscape, when you flip it side to side, there'll be 100% of the page width and not restricted to a certain minimum width. And then we can go down here, and you see with the min width of 1200 pixels, what you could actually do is you can change that. You can put that to, say, 1680 px, and then you can have a max width, or you can just change the leave it at 1200 px. Where did I go there? I lost myself. There it is. Leave it at min width of 1200, but you can change the width to 100% right here. So then there will never be a width. What will happen is the page content will also, this whole area right here will also blow out. And I try to keep this to 1200 because we have the boxes here, and as soon as you start to change the width to, like, say you're on a 1920 by 1080 monitor, like a full high def monitor, then these boxes are going to look really wide, and if there's not a lot of content, they'll look kind of stupid. They won't be very tall. So that's why I try to keep this. I would suggest keeping this area right here to the 1200, so that way everything looks tidy, and also your visitors won't have to scan like back and forth across the page.